Good evening, everyone. I am Mevan Bioncal, your reporter for Change of Bases, Similarity of Matrices. Before discussing, I have here a pre-activity. You just need to guess the missing letter to guess the words. In the first word, can you guess it? So, it is, Victor. The next is bases. Next is, span. Next, rows. And last is, very good, columns. So, thank you for participating. Then now, let us discuss what is a basis. Basis is a set of vectors that span a vector space and is linearly independent. So this means that no vector can be created by combining other vectors. And also, the vector in the space is created by a unique combination of the basis vectors. Here we have an example of r squared. So a standard basis, which a vector 1 is equal to 1 and 0, and vector 2 is 0, 1. So the first vector is linearly independent to the other vector. Next is, what is a change of bases? A vector can be represented differently depending on the bases. So, change of bases is expressing a vector in terms of a new set of basis vectors. So, when we say change of bases, is the same lang na siya sa ga-describe ra ka og same vector but using a different set of directions. Change of basis matrix. Let P is equal to basis 1 times basis 2 be the change of basis matrix. Then, for new vector is equal to inverse of transition matrix times vector, and for vector is transition matrix times the new matrix. Example, let vector is equal to 3, 1, then let the new basis be basis 1 is equal to 1, 1, and basis 2 is equal to 1 and negative 1. Goal is to find the coordinates of V in the new basis. Let me show you the step-by-step solution on how we arrive with a new answer. Solution. So, in order for you to understand it better, let me show you the step-by-step process para sa pagkuha aning new vector o sa pagkuha pod sa scalar or constant nga C sub 1 and C sub 2. So, we have here an example. So, first is the given vector is equal to 1, 3. Then the first basis is 1, 1. And the basis 2 is 1 and negative 1. Then, first thing that we need to do is to get the new vector is atong i-combine ang basis 1 and basis 2. So, C sub 1 B times B sub 1 plus C sub 2 times B sub 2 is equal to the vector nga 1 and 3. So, ang kani nga C sub 1 and C sub 2, these are the ang atong scalar. Need nato ni sila nga kwaon at para maka came up ta sa ato ang new vector. So next is atong i-combine ang basis 1 and basis 2 and also the scalar 1 and 2. So basis 1, 1 and 1, then basis 2, 1 and negative 1 times scalar 1 and 2 is equal to 1, 3. Next is atong i-multiply. So, we know na 'di ba how to multiply matrix. So, row and column. So, first is 1 times C sub 1 is C sub 1. Then, 1 times scalar 1 times scalar 2 is scalar 2. So, plus scalar 2 kay positive is equal to kaning ibabaw nga element sa vector. So, 1. Next is 1 times scalar 1 is scalar 1. Then, negative 1 times scalar 2 is negative scalar 2 is equal to kaning ubos ng element sa vector which is 3. Now, we need to isolate sa magpili ra ta og aning duha ka equation ug atong i-isolate to get the value sa mga scalar. So, akong gi-choose is this second equations, pero pwede ra po na siya if ang first equation, depende ra na nimo if unsa imo ang gustong i-isolate. So, here, akong is the equation number 2. I will isolate the scalar 1. So, copy 3, then transpose scalar 2 to the other side. So, since it negative na siya, it will become positive. So, plus C scalar 2. Then, now, same ra ni siya nga process katong sa pagkuha sa value sa x and y nga which is, I think, kuanto siya, report to ni siya sa atong algebra. So, now, I will substitute the value of C sub 1 sa equation 1. So, C sub 1 plus C sub 2 is equal to 1. So, then, substitute the value of C sub 1. So, 3 plus scalar 2 plus scalar 2 is equal to 1. Then, 3 plus combine like terms. So, C sub 2 plus C sub 2 is 2. C sub 2 is equal to 1. Then, since ang atong i-find nga value is ang C sub 2, so, copy 2 C sub 2 is equal to transpose 3 to the other side, so 1, then positive man ang 3, so pag-transpose mo siyang negative 3. So, 2 C sub 2 is equal to 1 minus 3, it will become negative 2. So, divide both sides by 2. So, cancel 2. So, the value of C sub 2 is negative 2 divided by 2 is negative 1. So, nanatay value sa C sub 2. The next is mag-substitute na po ta kaya naman tayo value sa C sub 2 so atong i-substitute either aning duha ka equation. So, ang akong substitute na karon is ang equation number 2. Next, since naana tayo value sa C sub 2, so magkuan na po ta sa value sa C sub 1. So, magpili ra ka sa duha ka equation ug asa ka mag-substitute sa value sa C sub 2. So, akong gi-choose is the equation number 1. So, C sub 1 plus C sub 2 is equal to 1. C sub 1 plus the value of C sub 2, which is negative 1, is equal to 1. Then, C sub 1 is equal to 1, then transpose negative 1 to the other side, it will become positive 1, so plus 1. So, C sub 1 is equal to 1 plus 1 is 2. So, we already, so nanata dere, or complete atong value sa scalar 1 and 2. So, the values ay elements sa scalar 1 and 2, mo po na siya ang elements sa ato ang new vector. So, scalar 1 or C sub 1 is 2, then C sub 2 is negative 1. So, nanataoy new vector. So, now, let's check if atong answer is sakto. So, atong gamiton gihapon ni siya nga formula. So, hanin natin isulat diri dapit. So, to check if sakto ba ang answer, so, new vector is equal to C sub 1 times basis 1 plus C sub 2 times basis 2 is equal to vector 1, 3. So, ato ang nang kuanon ron is let's check. So, ang substitute the scalar 1. So, it is 2 times the basis 1, 1, and 1, plus scalar 2, negative 1 times the basis 2 nga 1 and negative 1 is equal to the vector nga 1, 3. Dapat nato nga if ato ning i-add ning kaning basis 1 with the scalar 1 and basis 1 with the scalar nga with the first scalar plus ato i-multiply po ang basis 2 sa scalars nga negative 1, dapat ang answer ana is ang vector nga given, which is 1 and 3. Okay, so 2 times 1 is 2, then 2 times 1 is 2, and 2 times 1 is also 2, plus negative 1 times 1, negative 1. Negative 1 times negative 1, so 1, is equal to, so, atong ibutang sa haning first nga kuan is ang ibabaw nga element sa vector, which is 1, then haring ubos is the element sa vector nga nasa ubos. So now, kasabot ra. So, if nakasabot ra, so let's continue. So, 2 plus negative 1, so, atong i-subtract since the 2 is positive and the 1 is negative. They are, dili same ang ila ang sign. So, 2 plus negative 1 is positive 1 since dako ang positive kaysa sa negative. So, is equal to 1. So, check na ning una. Check na. Then, sa ubos, 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. So, 2 plus 1, 3. So is equal to 3. So check pod. So our answer or our new vector is correct. So kay equal ang vector nga given sa ato ang new vector. So our answer nga 2 and negative 1 is check. Okay? So kasabot ra. Okay, so let's proceed to the another example. Example 2 para mas makasabot. So mag-give pa ko kaning another example, which is ang example number 2. So the given is vector 4 and 2. Then basis 1 is equal to 2, 1. And basis 2 is equal to negative 1 and 2. So now, same sa atong gibuhat ganina. So, we'll use kaninga formula. So, scalar 1 times basis 1 plus scalar 2 times basis 2 is equal sa vector nga 4 and 2. So now let's substitute. So substitute basis 1, which is 2 and 1, and also substitute basis 2, negative 1 and 2. So atong i-combine ang basis 1 and basis 2 times ato pong i-combine, so ato pong i-multiply nila ang scalar 1 and scalar 2 is equal to 4 and 2. Now, so let's multiply again. So 2 times scalar 1, so 2 scalar 1. Then negative 1 times scalar 2 is negative scalar 2 is equal to kaning ibabaw nga elements, which is 4. The next is 1 times scalar 1, so scalar 1. Then 2 times scalar 2, so plus 2 scalar 2 is equal to the katong ubos nga element, which is 2. Then now, so same, this is the equation 1 and equation 2. So next is ato siyang pili na po tawag asa atong gustong i-isolate. Bisag asa ra na nilang duha. So pero ang para akong piliin is kaning equation number 2. So C sub scalar 1 is equal to 2. Then since positive ang 2 scalar 2 is aton pag-transpose nato ni sa pikas is may mong negative 2 C sub 2. Now, ato ni siyang i-substitute either sa equation 1 or sa equation 2. So, now, akong kuanon is ang equation 1. So 2 C sub 1 minus C sub 2 is equal to 4. So 2, then substitute the value of C sub 1, 2 minus 2 C sub 2 minus C sub 2 is equal to 4. Okay? Gets la? So, ato na siyang i-multiply nato ang 2 sa parentheses. So, 2 times 2 is 4. Then, 2 times negative 2c squared and c sub 2 is negative 4 sub 2 minus c sub 2 is equal to 4. The next is combine like terms. So 4, then negative 4 c sub 2 minus c sub 2 is since same sila og kanang sign, so ato siyang i-add. So negative 4 c sub 2 minus c sub 2 is negative 5 c sub 2 is equal to 4. So, then, atong i-transpose to the other side ang 4 since ang atong kuhaon nga value is ang c sub 2 or ang scalar 2. So, negative 5c sub 2 is equal to 4, then positive man, so minus 4, mo siya negative. Then negative 5c sub 2 is equal to 4 minus 4, 0. Then divide both sides by negative 5 to get the value of c sub 2. So, c's cancel, negative 5. So, c sub 2 is equal to 0. 0 divided by negative 5 is 0. So, naana tayo value ron sa c sub 2 or the sa atong second nga scalar. Next is magpili na po tag equation nga atong substitutan sa value sa c sub 2. So, ang akong kuanan nga scalar, ay akong kuanan nga equation, sa akong gamiton nga sa equation is ang first equation to. So, kaning 2c1 minus c sub 2 is equal to 4. So, 2, 1 is equal to so substitute the value of c sub 2 which is minus 0 is equal to 4. Then, so 2c1 is equal to transpose 0 to the other side. So, 4, since negative ang sign, meron siyang plus 0. So, 2c1 is equal to 4 plus 0 is 4. Then, divide both sides by 2 to get the value of c sub 1 is, so, cancel 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So, now we have the value for the first scalar and the second scalar. So, also, they are same ra ang value sa duha ka scalar o ang mu vector. So, ang scalar 1 mo siya ang first isulat, then ang scalar 2 or ang c sub 2 ang isunod. Now, let us check if our answer is correct. So, to check, so, ato ra gyapon gamiton ni siya. So, c sub 1 times basis 1 plus c sub 2 times basis 2 is equal to the vector nga 4 and 2. So, substitute. So, scalar 1, so 2 times basis 1, 2 and 1 plus ang scalar 2 nga 0 times the basis 2 nga negative 1 and 2 is equal to 4 and 2. So, 2 times 2, 4. And 2 times 1, 2. Then plus, plus. 0 times negative 1, 0. And 0 times 2 is also 0. Is equal to 4 and 2. Kay ato isulat diri sa babaw ang ibabot pod nga element sa vector and sa ubos is ang ubos pod nga element sa vector. So 4 plus 0, 4 is equal to 4. So check that 2 plus 0 is equal to 2. So 2 plus 0, 2, that is equal to 2. So check pod. So ni gawas ang ato ang ni equal siya sa ato ang vector nga given, which is ang element is 4 and 2. So our new vector and also ang ato ang mga scalar is correct. Okay? Kasabot ra? Okay. Next. Why change bases? This is to have simpler computations, help diagonalize matrices, used in graphics, physics, and machine learning. Similarity of matrices. Two matrices A and B are similar if basis B is equal to the inverse of P times AP. They represent the same transformation in different bases. Similar matrices have the same determinant, then trace, and eigenvalues. Example, let matrix A be 4, 0, 1, 4 and matrix P is equal to 1, 0, 1, 1. Then to compute, we will use the formula B is equal to inverse of P times AP. Then, let me show you also the step-by-step process on how to solve for this matrix in order for you to understand it better. Similar matrices is this. So, the given is A is equal to the matrix of 4, 0, 1, 2. Then, the matrix P is equal to 1, 0, 1, and 1. So, to get the similar nga matrix is ato ang gamiton nga formula is inverse P times AP. So, man siya ang formula. Siya. So, atong first na buhaton is ato sang i-inverse ang ato ang matrix P. So, first, ang first nga buhaton para ma-inverse, di ba na-discuss na niya itong una ni Digilin. So, atong buhaton una is get the determinant. So, determinant of matrix P, so copy. So, di ba, ganito siya. So, determinant P is equal to 1 times 1 minus 0 times 1. Diba, gakanta sila siya gakpa x, gapa na to siya. So, next is determinant p is equal to 1 times 1 is 1 minus 0 times 1, 0. So, the determinant p is 1 minus 0, 1. So, the determinant sa matrix P is 1. Next is atong buhaton. Hanin ni siya sa pag-inverse ni nato sa P. Okay? Muna to ang first nga buhaton ang mag-inverse sa P. Next nga buhaton sa pag-inverse is after getting the determinant is atong buhaton is atong i-change og position. Diba mo ni siya ang A, mo ni siya ang B, mo ni ang C, mo ni ang D. So ang atong i-change og position sa ang A ug ang D. So may mo na siyang 1 ug 1. Then ang B ug ang C ang ato ang i-change ang nila ang sign. So since kani siya is ang atong B is 1, nahimo siyang negative 1. Then atong 0 is 0 drop point, okay? Wala may negative 0. So, mara siya ang mahitabo na first step. Then next is atong i-multiply ang 1 over determinant sa ani nga matrix. So, no siyang 1 ay inverse P is 1 over the determinant na 1 times 1, 1, 0, then negative 1 and 1. Siya. Then, so, may mo ni siyang is equal to 1, 1, 0, negative 1, 1. So, okay, 1 divided by 1 is 1. So, to get the inverse of P, so 1 times 1, 1. 1 times 0, 1 times 0 is 0. Then 1 times negative 1, negative 1. Then 1 times 1, 1. So now, naanata oy inverse matrix sa P matrix. Next nga atong buhaton is ato ang i-multiply ang A o P. So, matrix A is equal to 4, 0, 1, 2. Then matrix P is 1, 0, 1, 1. Now, diba, to multiply aning matrix is we need to know if the same ba ang ilaang inner duha. So, like this. Like, diba, kani siya is 2 by 2 is equal to, kani po is 2 by 2. So, need nga, same ning ilaang inner nga number para nato sila ma-multiply. Kaya if dili sila the same, is dili sila pwede ma-multiply. Then, ang kaning outer nga number nila, diba, mo ni siya ang size sa ato ang matrix. So, ang pag-multiply, diba, is row by column. So, 4 times 1 plus 1 times 0. 1 times 0. Next is column jump mo siya, dayon multiply sa atong ika-second, ay, row jump mo siya, dayon multiply nato sa second column. So, 4 times 1 plus 1 times 1. Next is diri na ta sa second row. So, 0 times 1 plus 2 times 0. Next is 0, 0 times 1 plus 2, 2 times 1. Then, 4 times 1, 4. 1 times 0, 0. 4 times 1, 4 plus 1 times 1, 1. Then 0 times 1, 0 plus 2 times 0, 0. Then 0 times 1, 0 plus 2 times 1, 2. Now, ato na siyang i-add. 4 plus 0, 4. Then 0 plus 0, 0. Then 4 plus 1, 5. Then 0 plus 2 is 2. So now, nanata ay matrix nga AP, naanap po tao ay matrix, ay inverse matrix sa P. So now, makaget na ta sa ato ang new matrix nga B. Kay ang inverse sa matrix P times AP is equal to B na siya nga matrix or kanang similar matrix aning ato nga A. So, let's multiply the inverse P matrix times A P matrix. So, equal to ato ang matrix nga inverse P, 1, negative 1, 0, and 1 times atong AP matrix nga 4, 0, 5, and 2. Now, so, pwede siya nga pwede na nato siya multiply nga matrix kay 2 by 2 times 2 by 2 man. Then our answer nga matrix must be 2 by 2 also. Now, so ang pag-multiply, diba, is row times column. So, 1 times 4 plus negative 1 times 0. Then, 1 times 5 plus negative 1 times 2. Next is 0 times 4 plus 1 times 0. Next is 0 times 5 plus 1 times 2. Then, next is multiply. So, 1 times 4, 4, plus negative 1 times 0 is 0. 0 times 4 is 0 plus 1 times 0, 0. Then, 1 times 5 is 5 plus negative 1 times 2, negative 2. Then 0 times 5, 0 plus 1 times 2, 2. Then let's add 4 plus 0 is 4. Then 0 plus 0, 0. 5 plus negative 2, so we will subtract kay they have dili ilang sign same. So 5 plus negative 2 is 3. Positive kay mas dako ang positive. 0 plus 2, 2. So now we have our matrix B. So B is equal to 4, 0, 3, and 2. So, atong i-add ang iyaang diagonals. So, ang A, matrix A, which is 4, 0, 1, 2. Let's add the diagonal. So, kani. So, 4 plus 2 is 6. Then also the B, 4, 0, 3, 2. 4 plus 2 is equal to 6. So, same sila og diagonals. And kaning sa pag-add nato sa diagonal, which is ang A og ang D, this is what we call the trace. So, at ang trace is ang pag-add sa diagonal, which is ang 4 og ang 2, which is the A and the D. Same sila og trace, then so ang rank is ang linearly independent na row or column. So aning matrix A og matrix B, the same ang rank nila, which is 2, because sa first row is ang first row, if atong basihan atong i-base ang second row sa first row, is ang second row is linearly independent ang second row. Kay if mag-multiply po tag scalar sa first row, ang product niya is dili siya ma-equal sa second row. Then or pud siya dili siya gikan sa first row ang second row. So lahi-lahi sila. Mao nang linearly independent ang second row sa first row. So maong duha ato ang rank dire sa A. Same po siya sa B, which is ang second row is not gikan sa first row. Like kung example, mag-multiply po scalar dire like 1, bisag 1, so 1 times 4 is 4, not 0. Then 1 times 3 is 3, not 2. So ma-check nato nga duha po siya ka linearly independent nga row, ug sa column pod same lang siya gihapon. Maong rank pod sa B is 2. So sabtan ra. Okay, sige. Then and also po di ay is mas same po dapat po if similar ang matrix A and B, they should have the same determinants. So, let's solve for the determinant of A. So, 4, 0, 1, 2. So, 4 times 2 minus 0 times 1 is equal to, so 4 times 2, 8, minus 0 times 1, 0. So the determinant of matrix A is 8. Then sa matrix B pod, so the determinant of matrix B, 4, 0, 3, and 2. So 4 times 2 minus 0 times 3. So the determinant of matrix B is 4 times 2, 8, minus 0 times 3, 0. So, determinant of matrix B is 8. So, the determinant of A and B are the same. So now, atong mabalaan nga, similar ang duha ka matrix. Kay same sila og trace, same sila og kaning determinant, and invertible pod ang matrix P. Then next, let's proceed to another example. So, example 2. So, our formula B is equal to inverse matrix P times AP. So, our given is A is equal to 4, 0, 1, 4. Then P is equal to 1, 0, 1, 1. First is, we need to find first the determinant of the matrix P. So, 1, 0, 1, 1. Determinant of P is 1 times 1 minus 0 times 1. Then, 1 times 1, 1 minus 0 times 1, 0. So, the determinant is 1 minus 0, 1. After that, atong i-find ang ang inverse sa matrix P. So, ang unang buhaton, ang next buhaton after sa pagkuha sa determinant is ato ang i-exchange nato ang elements sa A ug ang D. So, may mo siyang 1 o 1. Then, i-change po nato ang sign sa B ug ang C. So, may mo ang 1, may mong negative 1, ang 0, still 0. After that is, atong i-multiply ang 1 over that sa ato ang matrix nga 1, 0, negative 1, 1. So, 1 divided by 1 is 1. Then, copy the matrix. So, the inverse P is 1 times 1, 1. 1 times 0, 0. Then, 1 times negative 1, negative 1. Then, 1 times 1 is 1. So, now, nanataoy ato ang inverse matrix sa P. Now, let's proceed sa pag-multiply sa matrix A and matrix P. So, A is equal to 4, 0, 1, 4. Then, P is equal to 1, 0, 1, 1. Multiply A and P. So, AP is equal to, ato siyang ma-multiply, diba, kay siya, kanang 2 by 2 ug 2 by 2, the same ang ang inner nga number. Og ang outside nila is 2 by 2 pod. So, 2 by 2 ang ato ang answer sa pag-multiply sa A and P. So, di ba ang pag-multiply is row times column. So, 4 times 1 plus 1 times 0. Next is 4 times 1 plus 1 times 1. Then, sa second row na po ta, 0 times 1 plus 4 times 0. Then, 0 times 1 plus 4 times 1. AP is equal to 4 times 1 is 4 plus 1 times 0, 0. 0 times 1 is 0 plus 4 times 0 is 0. Next is 4 times 1 is 4 plus 1 times 1, 1. 0 times 1 is 0 plus 4 times 1 is 4. Now, let's add 4 plus 0, 4. Then 0 plus 0, 0. 4 plus 1 is 5. Then 0 plus 4 is 4. Now, we have the matrix AP and the inverse P matrix. After that, ato na po nga i-multiply ang AP matrix o ang inverse P matrix. So, matrix, then AP is equal to 1 inverse matrix P times ang ato ang AP nga 4, 0, 5, 4. Now, ato yung multiply. Pwede di ba siya ma-multiply kay 2 by 2 is equal to 2 by 2. So, pwede sila kay same ang ilaang inner. Now, ato yung multiply siya. So, mahimo na ni siyang ang pag-multiply row times column or row by column. So, 1 times 4 plus negative 1 times 0. Then, 1 times 5 plus negative 1 times 4. Let's proceed sa second row. So, 0 times 4 plus 1 times 0. Next is 0 times 5 plus 1 times 4. Is equal to 1 times 4 is 4 plus 0 times negative 1, 0. 0 times 4, 0 plus 0 times 1 is 0. 1 times 5 is 5 plus negative 1 times 4 is negative 4. Then, 0 times 5 is 0 plus 1 times 4, 4. Now, let's add 4 plus 0, 4. Then 0 plus 0 is 0. Then 5 plus negative 4, 1. Then 0 plus 4, 4. So now we have the matrix B is equal to 4, 0, 1, 4. So, this is our matrix B. Let's check if other than ato siyang na-solve through this formula, ato pod nga i-check ang niyaang trace, and determinant. So, ato ang at check una is ilaang nga trace. So, matrix A is 4, 0, 1, 4. B is equal to 4, 0, 1, 4. Let's check. So, ato na siyang i-adding the diagonal. So, 4 plus 4 is equal to 8. Then, B, to check. 4 plus 4. B is equal to 8. So, same ang A ug ang B. Next is, ato pong ikuha ng ilaang determinant. So, matrix A, 1, 4. Matrix B, 4, 0, 1, 4. Dayon, so, 4 times 4 minus 0 times 1. 4 times 4 is 16 minus 0. So, the determinant of matrix A is 16. Then B is 4 times 4 minus 0 times 1. 4 times 4 is 16 minus 0 times 1, 0. So the determinant of matrix B is also 16. So they are the same. So our matrix A and matrix B are similar. Okay? Understood? Okay. So now, since nakasabot ra ang tanan, so I have here an activity. Please answer this activity. This is for the change of bases, and this is for the similarity of matrices. So, wala ko siya na butang sa PowerPoint since dili na ko matype sa cellphone ang kaning mga ingon ani, di na ko siya mapurma og ing-ani sa cellphone. So, mong ako na siyang gisulat diri sa bond paper. And that's it. Thank you. Thank you everyone, and I hope you learned something from my discussion or my report. That's all.